Hi guys, welcome to my second F1 Journal with me video of this 2026 F1 season. If you haven't watched my first video and want to go watch that, you can. It's on my channel. It covers the first 3 race weekends, and this is going to cover the next 3 race weekends. So I'll put up timestamps here of the Miami Grand Prix, the Canadian Grand Prix, and the Monaco Grand Prix. And then also I'll put a timestamp here of when I just do a flick through, and a timestamp here of when I do a flick through, and kind of explain what my setup for this journal was, so you know where to go in the video if you're looking for anything specific. If not, please just enjoy the video. Okay, so I'm going to talk as I flip through and kind of just like describe each of my spreads in case any of you guys want to take inspiration, but I took all my inspiration from Pinterest anyway, so definitely go look on Pinterest if you're thinking about making an F1 journal. So this is my title page. This is just some of the flags that are used, and then just the driver lineups, and if there's any driver changes I'll put them here, but I actually don't think there is going to be, which is exciting. And then I have done my 2026 predictions, go watch that video if you want to. I've put them in an envelope, and I'm going to stick the envelope here, but I just didn't want to make it bulky, but I will be doing that, and then I'll be doing a debrief on this page. And then this is just the rundown calendar. Obviously I still have Bahrain on here, Bahrain and Saudi Arabia are on here because I didn't know they weren't going to go ahead. And this is my bingo page. I've been doing pretty well so far. I'm quite close to bingo actually, so that's exciting. And then this is just a bit more in depth of the calendar. I have like the top 5 drivers for each race and like the little flags. And then this is the winners page, and I'll be hopefully sticking pictures of the driver into each of the boxes at the end of the season, so it will look a lot prettier than this. And this is just my favourite team radios from each race because I find them funny sometimes. And these are the race positions, so each driver has their team colour, either an empty circle or a coloured in circle, and then just like what position they ended in the race. And then this will be a final standings page at the end of the season. And this is a world champion page and a constructors champion page again for the end of the season. And then this is any breaking news that happens, news or just like things that could mean like a lot to the title fight, like Russell DNFing in Canada. I feel like that's going to be very important later on. And then this is driver of the day, and then keeping a tally of it at the bottom, just because I find it quite interesting. This is driver stand-ins, and then constructors championship. And then we have each track. I put the race result, P1, P2, P3 results for starting grid, qualifying, and any race notes I want. Or if it is a sprint weekend, then you have the sprint race results, the sprint grid, quali, the race results, the grid, like everything you need. So I've done that for all of the tracks so far. And then I've obviously left space for all of the races. And then you go onto your driver pages where you just have some general information about them. These are obviously stats before the season started, so obviously they might have changed now, but it was before the season started. How they've done in qualifying for each race, like where they finished in each race, how many pit stops they made, how many points they gained in that race, and whether they moved up or down or stayed the same position in the WDC, depending on that race. And then this is just a sprint race section, so what position they finished it and how far they were off the leader and how many points they gained. And then any key points, any key things that happen in their season go here. And then at the end of the season, I'm going to put their position in the Drivers' Championship and how many points they ended up with. So I've done that for every single driver. And then at the back I have pre-season testing, kind of how it went, what happened that day, and I have that for the 2 weeks. And then I'm going to do some 2020, I don't know why I put 2025, I mean 2026, but 2026 season review stats at the back. So that is my F1 journal so far. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I will be back with another one after another 3 races. So after the British Grand Prix, I will be back with another F1 journal with me video. But thank you for being here, and I'll see you around.